Good morning. In earlier class, we have already learned that meaning of cooperative form of ownership. Today, we can discuss its features, merits, and limitations. Firstly, we can discuss its features. Its management is decided by a committee elected by members. The cooperative form of ownership is managed by a committee elected by the members of the society or group. Then its important objective, its motive is service, not profit. Their important aim is to provide service to poor people or rural people, not make a profit. Then capital is collected from members in the form of a share. They can collect fund or money from the members as a share. Then share cannot be transferred, but they can surrender. If 5 or 10 members make a cooperative group and they can work in a cooperative manner and democratic manner, but if each individual wishes to decline from that group, relieve from that group, he can take his money, but he cannot transfer to another person. Then profit divided among members. Their total profit is equally divided among the members. Then it can be regulated by Cooperative Society Act. For a cooperative society, government have a separate society act. Then what are the merits of cooperative society? Very easy to formulate. Then democratic management, open membership. Any member can take membership in the cooperative society. Then provide a loan for productive purpose. The society can provide loan for education purpose, then agriculture purpose, housing purpose, etc. And separate legal entity. Government have a separate rules, separate regulations for the cooperative form. Then limited liability. In the form of proprietorship, corporation very high liabilities for the owner. Here many members are working under the society, so no any individual person have liability. Then social service is the main objective. Their main objective is the social service only. Then for a cooperative form of ownership, government providing tax concession, tax relaxation. But there are some limitations also. Limited capital only for the cooperative form, because we learned that for a cooperative ownership, their objective is only service, not making profit. Therefore, each member is taking very less amount. So their capital is very less. Then inefficient management. Most of the cooperative society are working in a village or a rural area. So already we learned that the problems of rural entrepreneurs, their management ability is very poor. Then absence of motivation. It is not run by a single person. It is run by many members. So they have no motivation to run this business in an effective manner. Then they have rigid rules and regulations. Government established so many rules and regulations. They are very strict rules. So sometimes pupils are not interested this rule. The lack of competition. They have no any competition between other firms. What is the reason? Because their objective is only service. Then lack of secrecy. There are many members, more than 25 or 50 members are working under cooperative form of business. So among these, they have no any secret. Then lack of incentives and initiative. If any people will get more profit, or if any individual get more money from this business, they will try to business in a very effective manner. But here no such policy. If the form is loss or profit, all are dividing in an equal manner. So there is no encouragement. Initiative incentive means encouragement. There is no any encouragement to run the business in an effective manner. Then there is a groupism and corruption between the members. Some members are making problems and making quarrels with the other persons, and they are trying to take money illegally. These are the limitations of cooperative form of ownership. Then another form of ownership structure is company. Its short name is LLC, Limited Liability Company. Unlike the shareholders in a corporation, company are not taxed as a separate business entity. We already learned that in the corporation form, tax rate is very high, but here no such rate. Instead, all profits and losses are passed through the business to each member of the company. Every loss and every profits are equally divided among the members of the company. LLC members report profits and loss on their federal tax return just like the owners of the partnership would. They are dividing their loss and loss fund among the group members, and they are dividing profit, and they are paying tax also in an equal manner. Merits and limitations can be discussed in the further class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.